All right, Las Vegas bookies have already said that Vladimir Putin is the front runner to be the next leader of Russia, because for the last quarter of a century he has been the leader of Russia, and he wants to sign up for what would be another 5-year term that would take him past 2030. 6 years, actually, if he has his way. I wonder what Lieutenant Colonel Bob Maginnis thinks of this, because, Colonel, think about him. He goes back now working with all of these presidents dating back to Bill Clinton, right through the present president, could be a couple of more for all we know when all is said and done. What do you make of this? And apparently he is the front runner.
Well, he is a front runner, Neil. He controls the press. He controls the oligarchs. And of course, he's having his way in a variety of areas. In spite of the fact demographically, the country is having its challenges. But, with regard to the war in Ukraine, it's interesting that he is escalating the size of his army to 2.2 million, increasing the defense budget. He says he's not going to talk to the Ukrainian Zelensky and the like. And of course, then he continues to bombard Kyiv and other parts of that country. They're stretched out along a 600-mile stretch, but he stopped the counteroffensive this summer, and so he feels pretty good about himself, and evidently so do the Russian people.
That surprises me. Of course, I know only certain information gets in, Colonel, but you can help me with that. And Russia's very popular, although you hear these stories, and they're legion now, where a lot of Russian moms and wives are wondering where are our sons and our husbands, and this war is dragging on and on. But he does remain popular, maybe the way he has framed it, that this is a battle against the evil West, and it's for the good of Russia to stop the evils of the great Western Satans, but it's working, right?
Well, it is, and in part, Putin is reading the West very, very well. He knows that like Mr. Biden said the other day, we can't let Putin win this war. Well, really, Neil, that's a Hobson's choice. The fact is that Putin knows that maybe he can't, defeat NATO, and probably can't defeat Ukrainians as long as NATO is standing behind them. But the reality is that he's seized 4 provinces in the eastern part of Ukraine, and they're going to participate in helping to elect Mr. Putin in March of this next year. So, there's some realities here that are just rather sobering.
I didn't think of that among those electing him would be those in Ukraine. How long do you see this war dragging on, by the way, in Ukraine? Because right now, financing is looking difficult for President Zelensky. Your quick thoughts on that?
Yeah, my concern is hopefully this isn't a forever war, much like what happened in '64 with Lyndon Johnson. And, after the Gulf of Tonkin resolution, he just charged in there and escalated our activities because he didn't see the right sort of momentum. And of course, he made the argument that it was going to spread communism all over Southeast Asia. Well, I think, like I said earlier, this is a Hobson's choice. No, it's not. We need to get out of that. And so we need to recognize that, this is not 1964. This is 2023, and Mr. Putin is really calling the shots.
All right. Got it. Colonel, always good talking to you. Thank you very much.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.